Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, join our family. It's a great family. Also, make sure you hit that notification bell. That way you can be notified every time we drop a new video over on the channel. If you haven't been to the channel, I highly recommend going to the channel. We're dropping new videos of new genres of game every day, every week. We got a new schedule up that we're going with now, and today is Wednesday, and you know what that means. It is hump day. We are middle of the week, one step closer to the weekend, guys. I hope the first half of your week is going great. If not, today is the day that we're going to turn it around. Good vibes, sending them your way. Today is anime day. Hump day is anime day. This is where we play anime games, do some reviews, whatever. We're working on Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm. That's what we're going to be picking up with today. So let's go ahead and get right on into it as always, guys. Alright, so I think we're still in chapter 1 so far. So that's what we're going to pick up from today. We have to reach the destination in 90 seconds. Ooh, what is this? This must be training. Alright, cool. But anyway, guys, so if you don't know, this is Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm. I'm not real sure how far it goes into the actual storyline. I also don't know if it's like One Piece Pirate Warrior. So we'll just have to wait and see. But I know we're starting off at the beginning. I know there's like 4 versions of this game. And from what I could read when I was checking out the game, it looks like that where one of these Naruto game ends, Ultimate Ninja Storm 2 or Shippuden, whatever the complete title is it picks up from there, and then so forth and so forth. So, I've heard of these games. I'm a huge Naruto fan. Huge One Piece and Bleach fan. I'm not one of those ones that necessarily have a favorite of the big 3. I like the big 3, and it's all. But I will say they each hold a special place for their own reasons. I have favorite parts out of each of them, but I'm not ranking any anime here today. I would have to do it based on genre, probably. If I was gonna rank it, if I had to do an overall ranking, that's dangerous for me because I love it, watch tons of it. But anyway, moving on from sidetracking. 38 seconds ain't bad. What I'm talking about. What's our next mission gonna be? So far, I haven't really seen too much of the story yet on this portion. Now, this is a you can root Freeman the village, just the village, and there's a bunch of stuff you do after each mission, like collect secret rolls, do little side missions. I'm not going to be covering that. If you've not played the game and you're interested in the game, that's a lot of side stuff you can do. I'll be doing it personally, but it's not something I'm going to be showing on the channel. Because it's so time consuming and there's no real way to cut it down. I'm going to be solely focusing on the story of the game, which hopefully I hope is pretty accurate. Okay, so I remember this completely. This is where they learned how to do their chakra, climbing trees. If I remember correctly, Naruto and Sasuke trained all through the night, I think, until Naruto was exhausted. And touch for speed boost, warp past. Am I racing or is it time? Okay, it's just time. That's not too bad. And the logs are substitution, right? Yeah. Oh, I got one. Oh, it doesn't last forever. Oh, it's temporary. It's temporary. That's pretty cool. This isn't too bad. Well, we got 1,000 meters left to go. Not bad at all. Granted, I I don't think they were climbing trees in the anime that was over 1,000 meters tall. You know, granted, you got to make it worthwhile, right? I mean, obviously, it's a game, duh. And I'm sure there's animes where there's trees that tall easily. I just don't think the ones they were climbing in the beginning of the anime were this tall. Could be wrong. Wasn't there. Don't know. Can you imagine being able to do this? It's crazy. "23 seconds.
That's my skill talking.
Yeah, it's my skill talking. Did I get the bonuses?
I'm great.
Mission success.
Alright, so we got one mission left for chapter 1. Okay, well, that doesn't seem too bad. Kakashi's final exam. Okay, so at the part that they were climbing trees in the anime was after this. So this must just be maybe some filler missions, I guess, right? I mean, if you've watched anime, there was clearly, like, last week. If you didn't check out last week's, you should definitely check it out. We had to find cats, which is something they actually did in the anime. So these are all leading up to getting on Team Kakashi, which is fine. I don't remember everything that happened up to him getting on Team Kakashi, but I remember that it happened within, like, the first couple episodes. So this chapter right here is probably just leading up to that, and they've put in some extra stuff, so it's not such a short chapter. If I had to guess.
Let's fight.
One thing I will say about the game is the mechanics of it aren't terribly bad, considering how old this game was when it originally came out. I think it came out on PS2. I may be wrong, but I'm pretty sure this one came out on PS2. It seems like I remember that. And I've said it in the past, and I'll probably say it every time. Back then, I wasn't big on anime games, because you have to realize back then, anime games were not the best made games at all. It was fun, the few that I did try, to be able to play as the characters that I watched, so it was really cool. But they just really weren't up to par, up to snuff, I guess you could say, with what I was expecting. Granted, as a kid, I didn't care. But as I grew as a gamer, I mean, I'll still play anything. I'll give anything a shot. I don't care how bad it is. But I have a newfound respect, and they've come a long ways. And I don't think this is remastered. I'm not real sure, to be honest. But what I will say about the game is the mechanics are okay. So far, the story's up to par. Graphics are pretty good. But there's no tutorial in the beginning of this game. Like, you have to figure it out all on your own in the beginning. And it's not like, oh, you don't take damage. You know, some of the other anime games I've played, they give you tutorials through the first, like, 2 or 3 battles. Like, My Hero Academia was a pretty good tutorial. Because you get to use it right out. It was pretty cool. This one had no tutorial whatsoever. I finally learned it, though. I am getting better with the controls. Right now I'm using a support. I gotta have so many of them. There we go.
How about some ramen to celebrate our victory, Kakashi?
So there's 3 stars you can get for each mission. Some are time related, like with the tree or whatever. This one required some you only get 1 star for. That's right. Chapter 2, the chunin exam. Getting from individuals. Oh wow! So we're not doing Zabuza at all. And there's no story to fill in that blank. You got on the team. Now you're taking the chunin exam. Huh. I don't know about all that. At all. That's a little hit and miss. There's some good fights. That could have been that should have been included in chapter 1, because the tree climbing should have came after Kakashi. So you know, you could have been introduced, done the cats, done the battle with Kakashi, Team 7, gone to the Land of Mist, did the tree training, fight Zabuza, fight God, what is her name or his name? Anyway, Zabuza's partner, saved the bridge, come back and done this. And that would have been about the same amount of missions. 7,000 meters. But instead, we just jump right to that. So if you're not aware, if you've not watched Naruto, I don't want to spoil it. I don't like spoiling. But if you've clicked on this video because you're interested in Naruto or you're interested in the game, then you've got to have some basic knowledge of Naruto. And if not, if you play the game before you watch the anime, you will have spoilers. The only difference is I'm filling in the gaps so you're not lost. Okay, so basically, Chapter 1 was pretty accurate. The only thing is, in between Chapter 1 and Chapter 2 here, is that they left out Zabuza. Now, granted, Zabuza and the Land of Mist happened all within, like, I think the first season, or first box and a half. I don't remember. It's been really long, and I don't really know the boxes anymore. But with that being said, it doesn't take very long before chunin exams come up. So it should have easily been able to be fit into Chapter 1. So, but then again, they're not taking the approach of being super cringy. And what I mean by that is,
Mission accomplished.
they are, I mean, they're not covering everything in anime. But granted, from joining Team 7 with Kakashi to the chunin exam, it does a pretty good job explaining it in the summary. So you're not completely lost. You're just missing from here to there. So it is what it is.
Black ambition arises. No,
But now we're in the forest.
of death.
I'm assuming we're gonna fight Orochimaru.
Let's fight.
Yeah, we're fighting Orochimaru.
Fire.
Fighting is Team 7. Oh, I got put to sleep. So you have two different specials here with your chakra bar. The one I just used a little bit. And then there's this one, which you have to mash buttons to and outbeat his bar. Which so far is really annoying. Because you're not sure it's going to hit, and then when it hits, it's like the first one's a panic. And if you miss one, that's it. There's generally no beating it back. At least not for me so far. But if you land it, oh, does good damage. But anyway, most of your battles have 3 stars. The main condition is winning the battle, and then it's like you support carrier 3 times. Don't let your life drop down below green. Finish the level with your chakra above 70%. Stuff like that. Or use jutsu 3 times. Use this certain amount of times. And it doesn't tell you till you after beat the battle. So, you know, a lot of times you got to go replay these to get 3 stars. And stars, I think, are the key to unlocking chapters. Maybe not. I mean, I've only got to chapter 2, but I really wasn't paying attention. I don't know what the stars really represent and why you need all of them. But anyway, guys, that's going to be it for this week. So definitely check back next week. We'll finish up chapter 2, which is the chunin exam, and we'll continue from there.